Week 37. In like a lion, out like a lamb. Let's get to the recap. Well, so week 37, big week, kind of bittersweet. The rain weather kind of played havoc on our long ride on Saturday. So let's get to the summary and then I'll elaborate a bit. So, week 37, we had, let me get to the distances and then we'll talk about conditions. In the swim, we had 6,550 yards. In the pool, we had 149.2 miles on the bike, so big bike week, and 33.2 miles on the run, big run week, for a total active work time of 15 hours and 25 minutes. So probably the biggest hours. I haven't checked, but I'm sure that's probably the biggest week, biggest workout week of the session of the training, the 40 weeks that we're going to have. You add up all the prep time and cleanup time, it's well over 20 plus hours of work a week. So more like probably 25 hours, kind of the way it goes. Okay, so let's talk about conditions. Kind of an interesting week. Big mileage week, as I mentioned, with a 20-mile run on Thursday and a 120-mile bike on Saturday. Unfortunately, the weather gods had other plans. So let me work through it. We had a brick workout on the Tuesday swim day. Got finished with my swim, and then we did a 6-mile run after the swim. Felt good, went well. In fact, that was one of my better runs that I've had for whatever reason. And then the weather on the long run. No rain, but it was warm, really humid. That was that 20-mile run. So it was a challenge towards the end for sure. I was just drenched like by mile 5, and anytime you're running, just totally drenched, wet, you get chafed. You know, all kinds of little things happen and makes for not a great run. But I did work on my nutrition and salt, all those things, hydration, and all that went actually pretty well. So happy about that. So long bike, Saturday long bike. Evan and Lauren came in. The 120-mile ride, that's the big, kind of the epic training ride for the whole season. And you want it to go well. You want it to be one of those things that you can talk about over a beer afterwards. And didn't go quite as planned. The weather was looking bad. We got suited up and got out on the road assuming we were going to be wet. And we were. About 10 minutes into the ride, we were hearing thunder, and I said, hey, Evan told me, he said, look, if it starts lightning, we got to go to plan B. And I said, no doubt. And I mean, not a minute later, big lightning bolt. And so we pulled off to a Shell station down the road and looked at the radar, and there was this just massive line that was working its way northeast. And we were going to be doing 2 out and backs going north, and so we were going to be right in the middle of it the whole time. And more than likely the weather would have cleared up or at least gotten past us, but you can't gamble. You got a 6+ hour ride to get done, and if it rains and lightnings and lightning during that time, you got to pull off, wait. It could end up being a 10+ hour ride. I mean, it's just, you can't take that chance. And so we called in reinforcements. My wife came and picked us up, went back to the house and set up on the trainer trainers, and so all three of us lined up in the game room, turned on the projector, and watched movies and rode for 6 hours on the trainer. So one of those beat down, workouts. It is a memory, just not a good memory. So would much rather have been out on the road, but it is what it is. Got the work done, heart rate got up, worked on nutrition, stuck to the plan. It got hot in there. I was sweating buckets. I mean, I might as well have been out on the road. So, at the end of the day, we got it done, and it will serve us well on race day. So, really, no complaints at the end of the day. So, let's see. That's really it overall. Good week, big build week. It was good workout mentally, physically, and mentally. I'm feeling the piling on effect of the mileage, but that's what it's designed to do, kind of tear you down a little bit. Emotionally, I was a little concerned about how I might do emotionally, because the first Ironman I had was, this week I just remember being a little despondent, a little disconnected, thinking, what am I doing? Why? It just kind of breaks you down. It's an interesting case study, but this time around, much better in my emotional state. I guess I know what's coming. No secrets, no unknowns, and able to just process it better. And so that's very helpful. So anyways, feeling pretty good. So let's move on. Injury update. I feel like I dodged a bullet this week. Have no acute issues, no injuries, no. I have nagging things, as I've mentioned to you, but hip flexors really aren't bugging me. They're a little weak, but other than that, everything else is okay. I did sign up for a massage hour at not Dr. Evans, but Ray Arroyo, who is an Ironman. He's running this race, been a long time therapy guy, has worked on me before. He does a great job. I'm going to have him work on my quads and pretty much the whole body, and to kind of prep and get some kinks worked out. But otherwise, feeling great. No complaints. Shoulders good. Feet are good. So 3 more weeks, and I think we'll be in good shape. Let's see. Summary. That was the last big week. So we are going to go into taper. This coming week is still a fairly full volume week, but it'll be significantly less than what we've been doing. And then the following week will be a true reduction. I mean, it'll be a true taper, but we're tapering, so feeling good about that. We can, during the lower mileage now, we're going to focus on some race day prep, going through lists, creating lists, going through lists, transition types of things, nutrition things, making sure we have all of our gear in good shape, bike, tires and tubes, and with the deep dish carbons, I got to have extensions and make sure they're in good shape, and just the list goes on and on. So that's what we'll be kind of focusing on. Also some diet things in the days leading up to the race. So lots of things to think about. Looking forward to that, actually. So that's it. Stick with us. We're almost to the finish line, guys. So thanks for sticking with us, guys. As I've mentioned before, we are doing all this work, these videos, doing the race, for the benefit of Time Vines, a nonprofit that does humanitarian work for Syrian refugees. in the Middle East, in Lebanon in particular. And we're working through Ironman Foundation to raise funds and awareness for Tying Vines. So appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like the video, be sure and give us a thumbs up, because we need to get exposure, need to get the word out. Share it with your friends. My Ironman Foundation webpage is in the description below. Click on that link. Check us out. There's an intro video. You learn more about the refugee crisis, which is just immense. We can use your help. Consider hitting that donate button and donating to the cause. Being a part of helping these folks, these families, these kids. It's huge. Giving is I'm not going to preach here, but giving is a wonderful thing. It stretches us. It is satisfying, almost in a selfish way. It's something that we all need to experience, and so I encourage you to consider donating to the cause. Thanks again for watching. Be sure and check us out on social media. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I use Strava. You can follow me there. Guys, we've got 2 or 3 weeks left before race day. It's going to get exciting. So stick with us and tell your friends, get the word out. Okay? Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.